Oh, hey, sup, it's Ralph Bob.
Oh, hey, sup, guys. How's it going? A few friends and viewers on the stream have been returning to Battle for Azeroth and aren't really sure where to start, or they try to move right into the current patch of 8.3 content and get completely obliterated by some of these things. So I figured I'd try to make a video to explain the steps you need to take if you're a brand new player to BFA. So if you're new and fresh to this expansion and have completely forgot anything, this is the video for you. If you've already played BFA, if you already know what you're doing, then I don't think any of this information is going to be new. It's not going to be helpful. You feel free to watch to see, but step 1, level up your character to max level, which is 120. This is a pretty simple concept, but people get impatient. But leveling up right now has been made easier and faster with the new world buff, which grants 100% experience boost and lasts until Shadowlands pre-patch, which is many months away. So just do this, just level up through the zones of the expansion. When you pick a zone and begin questing in it, finish out the zone's entire quest line and pick up a lot of reputation along the way. This is important. You will need friendly reputation with each of the leveling zones to unlock the world quests, which are also very important. And in order to lock flying, you'll need to grind more reps. So as much rep as you can possibly get, finish out the zones, and make sure you are completing everything in the game, or at least in Battle for Azeroth, from 110 to 120. And just do it. Make sure you're doing it in order. Don't get impatient. Don't try to move on to the 8.3 content right away. Let's see, the next step here is reaching Revered with each of these leveling zones will satisfy the requirements for the Pathfinder achievement so you can fly. This is going to be important to get your flying in BFA. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a little while to grind these reputations, but finishing out these zones, finishing out these leveling zones is part of the requirement. So just do it. Just get through it on one character and then get all of these reputations ready to go. Getting flying will make your life so much easier in BFA. So much easier. These zones are very hard at first to navigate on land mounts. They made them very tricky to navigate, especially on the Alliance side, and in Drustvar, in my opinion, is hard to navigate. It's not the hardest one, but on the Horde side, Zuldazar zone is hard to navigate as well. So make sure you do this because you're going to want to get your flying, your Pathfinder. Make sure to also finish your war campaign quest lines because it will unlock certain aspects of the game you previously locked, like certain instances and certain areas, and just certain aspects of the game. I think even war fronts are kind of blocked by this. I'm not really sure, but just do your war campaign. It'll make your life easier. And you'll get it through the story, and you don't really have to do it ever again. So just do as much as you can of it. You can check your war campaign progress in your quest log. The orange exclamation points on the map usually indicate the next quest in that campaign. So just make sure you're doing that, as well as alongside leveling up with the other zones. You can do it together, or you can just wait. Just do it at your own pace, but make sure to do it. And next is the world quest and emissary quest. Once you unlock these, you should be doing these as soon as possible. World quests give reputation, gold, Azerite power, and gear. Okay, they especially, a lot of them give you Azerite gear, which is extremely important. So do these regularly and often. They kind of scale with your item level, so the more gear you get, the higher they go to a certain extent, to a certain point. So I would recommend to do these often. They also give you a lot of reputation, which is, like I said, was important to getting your Pathfinder. You can get 400 item level Azerite shoulders, chest, and helm from these. So make sure you're looking out and doing these and getting as much gear as possible, just to get the bare minimum Azerite traits for your class, because each piece of Azerite gear will give you, it'll be a circle, and you get to choose which trait to pick in the ring. But these are very important traits, and I'd love to go over every class and spec to identify the best traits for each one, but that's just a bit too much for this video. It's very specific. All I could recommend right now is for you to check the Icy Veins website or the Wowhead Guides website and see what traits are best specifically suited for your class and your spec. Very important thing is just to get the easy world quest gear. It's very simple and it doesn't take a lot of effort. Go and do those. I do them every day on my main still, get all my emissaries done. It's just good. It's easy gold, easy Azerite power, easy gear. The next in line, now that you got all of that standard base level BFA stuff done, is to get the Azerite necklace. This is given to you right off the bat in the first quest chain before you head to the Battle for Azerite content, but you also need to unlock the essences for your necklace. To get these essences unlocked, you'll need to find Valera in your main city, which is Dazara Lore for Horde and Borealis for the Alliance, and start that Najatar questline. So you start that questline and finish the introduction sequence for Najatar. This could be a little difficult depending on how strong your character is up to this point when you start this questline. I would recommend an item level somewhere around 360, which shouldn't be too difficult to get. If needed, I would say try to get a friend to come help you finish this questline out. You do get some power spikes in gear from doing this questline if you're starting fresh, so I would recommend just doing this. Once you finish this, you are unlocking your Heart of Azeroth essence slots. You unlock a major slot right off the bat, and your Heart of Azeroth gets to level 50, which is huge because that means it unlocks certain traits for your Azerite gear, and also it just ups your item level even more. Once you do that quest chain, there are a few starter essences that you can get rather quickly. You'll get the first essence by completing the Najatar quest chain, so there's one right off the bat. The second one starts in the Chamber of the Heart, which you can get pretty easily. They're pretty simple quests. And the third one is from doing horrific visions, which we'll talk about in a moment. Once you unlock your 3 essences and your Heart of Azeroth will become level 50, you can start working on boosting it even further, which the bonuses you get on your heart stop at level 80. You'll get a bunch of health and stamina upgrades, but you'll also get 3 more minor slots on your Heart of Azeroth, which are very important, just passive DPS, healing, whatever. It's just a huge power spike for your character. You have to get these. You have to get these. So make sure you do that quest chain pretty early on if you want to start getting your power spikes. Now, once you get all of that stuff done, the stuff from the base patch of BFA, the stuff from 8.2 to get your essence slots, now it's time to work on your legendary cloak. Getting this cloak is extremely important because it gives you a thing called corruption resistance, which is needed to be able to use the all-powerful corrupted gear in 8.3. This is the main gimmick of this patch, and the corrupted gear is insanely strong, and you will see massive power gains once you start getting this stuff. The starting quest for this cloak is called Return of the Black Prince, which starts as an orange quest in your main city. I believe it's from Valera again. And once this quest line is complete, you'll be tasked to complete horrific visions, which are super important. But throughout the quest line, you'll be tasked with going into certain instances and raids and completing some RP stuff. And then also they show you how to do the N'Zoth assaults, which are going on in the Vale of Blossoms in Pandaria and Uldum. Doing horrific visions gives you gear, and it upgrades your cloak's item level to a maximum of 500, which is pretty dang good. It also gives it a chance to proc a buff that boosts your main stat for 15 seconds, which is insane. I think it's like 3,800 of your main stat for 15 seconds. It's a huge power spike. And increases its corruption resistance, so you can use the better corrupted armor. You can also get an essence from visions, so just do these. Just do your visions, rank up your cloak. They made it a lot easier now as of a recent patch 2 weeks ago. So just do them. You can do these solos and you can do them with friends. Just doing everything I mentioned will get your character with all the bells and whistles needed to push yourself into Mythic Keystone dungeons and raiding. If you guys have any other questions about corrupted gear, I made a video about that, so you can go check that out in the description. A few mentions of some of the content that's in BFA right now that you should probably save for later. Don't focus on these. These are not going to help you that much in the long run. Island expeditions, just don't worry about them right now. They're definitely for like more cosmetic things, for pets, mounts, and transmog pieces of gear. Just don't worry about this. It does give you a good chunk of Azurite power, but it's not necessary. It's not a staple of what's going on. I would say skip this for now until you have extra time and you get all these other things done. Warfronts. Warfronts are not bad. There's the standard Warfront that gives you a 400 piece. If you want to do that real quick, you can. And the heroic Warfronts, which gives you a 460, which is a big item level increase. And I say if you have time, go ahead and do it. But I wouldn't say this is a necessary thing to do. This is definitely an addition. I would say just do it once when it's up and then just be done. Don't even worry about it. There are also weeklies that pop up every now and then. I mean, every week. And some of them, the one that to do the 4 mythic dungeons is probably the best one for you to do. Just, you only need to do mythic 0, like the base mythic dungeon, for these to count. And you get a piece of heroic Nyalotha raid gear. So it is a good thing to do, but if you don't have time to do it, don't worry about it. The mission table. The mission table is easy, passive, reputation, gold, and Azurite power. I would say just check on it, get it set up, and do that. It's not a huge necessity, but I would say just keep it up, do your best, and see what the rewards are for the day and see where you can go and send those off. Other than that, I think that's it. And if this helps you at all, please like and please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, we're almost to 100. I'd like to get to 100 before the end of the year. That'd be nice. But the goal is 1,000 right now. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.